Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome back to Needs of Children. We are discussing about 8th standard English medium social science. In that, sociology, chapter number 3, social institutions. Let's come to what are the very important learning points from this lesson. In this chapter, you learn meaning, nature and importance of social institutions, the relationship between human beings and social institutions, role and functions of social institutions. These are the very important learning points. Let's come to the meaning of social institutions. In that, what is meant by social institution? Yes, the social institution is that the whole of rules, status, moral values, beliefs and practices, functions catering to the social needs of human beings. So that is the concept. Even we have living in many social institutions. Each social institution, it has its own rules, status, moral values, beliefs and practices or functions catering to the social needs. Based on his needs of human beings, we have categorized. We have given these are all some of the very important aspects. It has organized and activity systems. And the picture it is express about how needs it is for a human beings. So according to Robert Stevenson, in his words, he is expressing, if your moral values make you upset, they cost nothing. Usually, when people get together to achieve their common needs and desires, institutions grow. It requires many rules and regulations to function. Since the social rules and customs remain in operation, social institutions are born. When and how the social institutions are born, for this words are giving the reason for that. Usually when people get together to achieve their common needs and desires. So that is the main motto of the human beings, to fulfill their desires, to fulfill their needs. Obviously, a more number of institutions will grow. It requires many rules and regulations to function those social institutions. And also, the social rules and customs remain in operation. Social institutions came into existence like this. Let's come to here are some of the very important sociologists. They gave definitions. According to Summer and Keller, they have given the concept about the social institutions like living beings that have organs and cells. Societies also have customs and institutions. That is the concept of, according to Summer and Keller, like living beings that have organs. All the human beings, they have organs. In the same way, societies also have customs and institutions. For human beings, organs and cells, here it is a role played by customs of institutions. Customs and institutions. That is the concept has been given by Summer and Keller. Even Summer, he gives that the one more, he also says the definition, a social institution is a permanent structure that fulfills the desires of human beings. Social institution is a permanent structure and that fulfills the desires of human beings. That is according to Summer. And further, Maciver and Page, he is telling that social institutions are the structure devised to fulfill the desires of a particular social group. According to Maciver and Page, social institutions are the structures devised to fulfill the desires of a particular social group. The state, family, marriage, court of law are few of the examples for the social institutions. Here it is, some of the very important social institutions: the state, family, marriage, court of law, even schools, bus stops, cinema theaters, park. These are all we are considered as a hospitals. These are all we are considered as examples, few examples for social institutions. These social institutions are those socially approved, social structure that are derived to fulfill the desires of human beings. Now let us learn the features of social institutions. Here are some of the very important features of social institutions. They are universal. Social institutions have rules. Social institutions fulfill the basic needs, written and unwritten rules and regulations, interconnected relationship. So these are some of the very important features of social institutions. Let us learn one by one. Among that, it is a universal. Social institutions are found in all societies, not only in India, not only in European countries, not only in Asian countries, in almost all the countries of the world. We can see it is existence of all the societies. They are old as human civilizations. Here the concept of human civilizations, they are old as human civilizations. Irrespective of time and space, social institutions are present in all human societies. Family, marriage and school have been part of human societies with necessary changes. So as these are all existence of social institutions, but based on the time, based on the necessities, these social institutions are took lot of changes. Social institutions have rules. The rules of the social institutions regulate the behavior of the members. Social institutions control the behavior of the members. The members who violate the rules are prohibited from the participation. Those who are violates, those who are not following the rules, they will be prohibited from the participation. So that social institutions that direct their members to perform roles as per the rules of the society. In families, the roles of elders and youngers once are fixed as per the rules framed by the individual families. So that's in generally we are going to be see that some of the roles, some of the functions will be performed in a family members, and those are all the roles performing and they are doing in a family. So such kind of some of the rules and regulations are existed in a social institutions. For example, in a school, it has some of the rules and regulations. If it is school will starts from 9:30, all the students including teachers, they will be school premises at exactly 9:30, and school will wind up at the 4 o'clock. Then all the students and children, they will be go back to their homes. But here in between that, some of the periods, some of the instructions, based on that teachers and students have to follow it. It is the rules and regulations of the school. Even it should not be violated, and based on that it has to be followed. So these are, it has all the social institutions, one or the another way they have their rules and regulations to follow it, because to modify the behavior, control the behavior of the members. So that is the second one feature of social institutions. Let's come to the third one. Social institutions fulfill the basic needs. Yes, social institutions fulfill the basic needs like human beings, shelter, food, sexual desire, procreation, and personality development. So these are will fulfilled by the social institutions. Some of the family, very important social institutions among the basic needs of human beings, like shelter, we will get it from the family, house, then we will get food, and sexual desire, procreation, and personality development. These are the basic needs of human beings, along with some of the other social institutions. Various social institutions, they work in coordination to fulfill these needs. Watch this kagga related to our desires. ಅನ್ನದಾತುರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಚಿನ್ನದಾತುರ ತೀಕ್ಷ್ಣ, ಚಿನ್ನದಾತುರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಗಂಡೊಲವು, ಮನ್ನಣೆಯ ದಾಹವಿಯಲಂಕ ತೀಕ್ಷ್ಣತಮ, ತಿನ್ನುವುದಾತ್ಮವನೇ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. So here it is a kagga and it explains like this. ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಅವನ ಹಸಿವನ್ನು ತಣಿಸುವುದು ಮೊದಲನೆಯ ಕೆಲಸ, ಆದರೆ ಹಣದ ವ್ಯಾಮೋಹ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಇನ್ನೂ ತೀಕ್ಷ್ಣವಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಹಣದ ವ್ಯಾಮೋಹಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮಿಗಿಲಾದದ್ದು ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಗಂಡುಗಳ ಒಲವು, ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಆಕರ್ಷಣೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲವುಗಳನ್ನು ಮೀರಿದ ದಾಹ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾನ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯಬೇಕು ಎನ್ನುವುದು. ಕೀರ್ತಿಯ ಮೋಹ ಅವನ ಆತ್ಮವನ್ನೇ ತಿನ್ನುತ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮನ ಕಗ್ಗ which explains about the fulfill the basic needs, but if it is desires, it should not be exceed, should be in a controlled manner. And the next one, it is fourth one, considered as a written and unwritten rules and regulations of features of a social institution. Some of the rules and regulations are written and some of they are in the form of unwritten. The social institutions have both written and unwritten rules and regulations. Like the customs, traditions, value systems, and others remain unwritten. So practicing of any customs, traditions, value system, these are all not written anywhere. By understanding, the human beings are adapt, these are all the rules like customs, traditions, and value system. Whereas some of the modern social institutions like courts, schools, governments, those are all have written rules and regulation. So I have given one of the example for the school based on the timetable, based on the timings, based on the syllabus. So these are all some rules and regulations. It has been framed, prescribed, so that like other institutions, courts and governments, acts, so those are all, it is in a written form. So they have to be followed as a rules and regulations as a written and unwritten institutions we are identified. At last, interconnected relationships. The social institutions in a given society remain interconnected. It cannot be separated. All the social institutions, one or the another way, they will be connected, interconnected each other in a traditional society, the family took care of bringing up a child. Whereas modern society, the school shares the role of bringing up a child. Here, family, school, both together interconnected, bringing up the child. Whereas children who come from different families undergo socialization in the school. In a school, the children will come from different communities, different families. There, they undergo socialization. In social institutions, remain interconnected and complement each other. So that is the best feature of the social institutions, interconnected relationship. So that's it about today's session. I hope you have understood till now what we are discussed. In case if you are having any doubts till now what we are discussed, you can comment in the comment box. I will solve your doubts and I will come back with the next video. Until, keep watching my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you in the next session. Bye bye. Take care.